Hello one all, it's my review of My Hero Academia, Chapter 73, The Thrill of Destruction, and yeah, that's a very apt title for this chapter. And we open up the deck realizing, oh, I can't actually stop this, and I think I've seen something like this once before. Where was it? Oh yeah, it was that creepy guy at the mall who started touching me. That was not a good day. Thankfully, Todoroki comes in managed with an ice wall, which seems to at the very least slow things down and stop the buildings from collapsing on top of them, giving them a chance to run away. I do just love seeing these people evacuate. Bakugo has a kid in his teeth, and I'm fairly certain it's a little lady he was yelling at last chapter between his legs. Uraka's got one old lady in one hand, and another guy holding onto her whip. Love that. Meanwhile, Deku is carrying a full bus. He is running away. He's literally running away with a full bus and another, 8 people behind him. So clearly he has a far better control and endurance when it comes to Black Whip than he had before the time skip. I'd like to see that. Anyway, it's just a whole lot of chaos and anarchy, and Vernon's just calling what's up at the hospital? What is going on over there? Which is a very fair question to ask, given that everything around it was literally turned to dust. We actually see the remnants of destruction. There's this one little platform where Shigaraki is standing on. Honestly, I kind of wish Exilus was still alive. Just this one hero in this utter wave of mass and destruction, just kind of staring at it what did I get myself into? Before Shigaraki just turns him to ash. I would have liked him to live long enough just to have seen it. I think that'd be a really funny twist. Anyway, then Shigaraki turns to the weird vat that they were wondering what it was a few chapters back. The thing that apparently electrocuted him and shocked him and woke him up. Based on what he's saying here, it seems to be that it's full of quirk-killing bullets, or at least vials of the quirk-killing solution. Not sure what he has planned for that, but he is fighting Endeavor, so he can definitely use it on him. I would love to see Endeavor lose his powers. I think that'd be absolutely amazing. I mean, I would definitely could see Eri coming in, fixing him at the end of the series, giving him a second chance, all that, but I would love to see just a powerless Endeavor, one who has literally lost everything, lost the abilities to fight, lost what he's trained for his entire life. That'd be amazing. That'd be absolutely amazing to see. And it seems like Shigaraki's gotten better control over his powers. He says, sweet, guess I can choose when to make stuff decay now, which, yeah, that's a very big improvement for him. I mean, once he unlocked the ability to use it with just one or two of his fingers instead of his whole hand, his whole life probably became a whole lot harder, just eating, sitting at a table, doing anything without accidentally turning it to ash. And then he gives the announcement, the declaration of war, to me, Makia, and bring the others. This is when we destroy everything. Oh, wow, Makia looks happy. I mean, really, truly, ecstatically, terrifyingly happy. And quite frankly, so does Shigaraki. I don't think I've ever seen this man look so happy without looking demented. I mean, he still looks a little demented, but nowhere near as crazy as he usually is. Here he seems almost at peace with everything. It's very creepy, and I really love it. And we also see Hawks being sent over to the medics in the rear guard, so hopefully they can patch him up. I don't think he'll be in fighting condition for the rest of this arc, however long it is. I'm still thinking they're going to go underground resistance, so maybe he can heal then. But I could definitely see him, spilling the secret to Todoroki or Endeavor or someone telling them who Dabe truly is, why they should really be afraid of him. My theory is still he's Endeavor's son who was somehow enrolled in the secret government program that Hawks was and turned into essentially a super soldier, but then he went crazy or there was an accident or something went wrong and now he's trying to destroy the whole world or do something crazy. Anyway, then we see a very familiar looking hero and he's asked, hey, didn't you capture Toga or Mr. Compress? And then he kills the guy that asked that question. And then he just goes on a mass cutting spree, slicing everyone around him into bits. Surprise, surprise, it's Toga in disguise, and she is not handling the death of Twice all that well. Well, on the other hand, I don't think Mr. Compress is really all that upset about it. He says, I believe Twice was killed. I mean, there's a little pause there, so maybe there's like a quiet moment of reflection or something, but he doesn't seem all that broken up about it. Seriously, I know very little about this man. That's kind of concerning. I mean, his whole backstory was apparently he was a street performer. How do you go from street performer to lieutenant of the Paranormal Liberation Army Front? I mean, that's a backstory I definitely want to know more about. I'm very, very curious. Anyway, they both agree that they should just run away, but Toga, she's kind of lost her cool, and she's basically gone suicidal, just wanting to kill everyone around her to make up for it. As she says, I want a world where I can live nice and easy, a world of just the things I love, but you heroes messed everything up. Aw, she says she loved Twice. That's so cute. Even if she is completely naked and covered in the blood of many, many heroes. And then Makia wakes up and breaks through the ground with what I'm hoping, God please, hoping, let this be his full-size form. So, yeah, all the heroes here just lost the fight, essentially. I mean, technically his orders were to get the others and come to Shigaraki right away. So they might just grab the whole bunch and make a run forward right towards him, not deal with the other heroes, but I feel like he's going to stomp on a lot of them as he runs away. No idea what Redestro has planned right now, what he's going to do. I feel like he could just end up getting captured or killed in this fight and wouldn't really change anything all that much. Hard to say. Anyway, final page, back in the ruins of the hospital. Endeavor shows up to take out Shigaraki. I'm actually kind of wondering where Mirko is. Did he... Where would be a safe place for him to leave her in this wake of destruction? Very curious about that, but anyway, regardless. I'm going to say this is a fairly good matchup. I mean, Endeavor's mostly a long-range attacker, so Shigaraki wouldn't get the chance to, touch him, unless, of course, Shigaraki could have other quirks he inherited from All for One, which is a whole different thing. That would be absolutely terrifying, but, good matchup. I mean, the only thing better would probably be Eraserhead against him, but Endeavor versus him, I'd say if he only has his Destruction for All quirk, then Endeavor has a fairly good shot at beating him. If he has something more than that, though, it is a complete and absolute game over for Endeavor. He's absolutely going to lose. I do like the thought of, like I said earlier, I do like the thought of him losing his quirk. I couldn't imagine the old Shigaraki leaving him alive, but this Shigaraki seems a lot more calm and composed, so I could see him doing it just to torture him. Though, then again, I kind of vaguely remember him promising Dabi that he could take care of Endeavor himself, so maybe he's gonna take him out, break his arms and legs, inject him with a quirk-killing bullet, and then let Dabi have the final word, let Dabi say, hello, father, or something ominous like that, and then kill him, or keep him around to make him suffer. I don't know. Very, very curious what's gonna happen with that. So, yeah. Next chapter, Makia is going to wake up and run straight towards Shigaraki while Shigaraki fights Endeavor. Oh yeah, I guess also means that Endeavor is on kind of a time limit. I mean, the two spots are fairly far apart, but Makia is a freaking giant who is going to run full steam ahead straight at him. So, good chance that before the fight ends, he's going to show up and knock Endeavor out, and then Dabi can have his big moment with him. I don't know. It's going to be interesting. It's going to be very interesting. I do love Toga here, who's just completely broken free of all sanity, just so overwhelmed by grief that she's on an absolute killing spree. I really like it. I've actually heard some people speculating, what if Twice is still alive? Like, he just broke his spine or something when he fell, but he's actually still okay. Very, very unlikely, but I could see that, and I said when it first happened that him cheating his death, saying, hey, I'm fine, it'd be cheap, but I think now, down the road, after they've all had time to grieve and everything, and I think it'd be a good moment. It could give Toga a chance to show her true feelings for him, something like that. Just my thoughts. Let me think of all this down below. Who's going to win? Shigaraki versus Endeavor? Not a real big question there. I mean, if Endeavor beats Shigaraki and kills him here, what the freak is the rest of the series about? How's Deku going to, unlock the rest of his one for all quirks and use them to take out All for One once and for all? So yeah, let me know all that down below. If you'd like to have the next video. Until then,
peace.